Ralph Parker, Nancy's neighbor, says she was a loving mother.
She's a good mother. She was a good person, period, man. Hate this happening.
Family members grieving together, placing flowers at a memorial outside her home.
We're going to try to keep strong. I got a strong family.
"50-year-old Nancy Caldwell was a funny, loyal, and caring woman who was loved by many. Whenever you were down, Nancy was right there to lift you up. She was known for always putting a smile on your face. Most importantly, she was a loving mother." Around 7:15 p.m. on March 23rd, police were called to a home on West Broadwell Street in the Northview apartment homes neighborhood for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would find an unresponsive woman lying on an upstairs bed inside of the home.
Developing tonight, we're learning more details about a shooting in Albion that left one woman dead.
The victim was identified as 50-year-old Nancy Caldwell, who was sadly pronounced dead at the scene. According to investigators, Nancy's boyfriend of 2 years, 51-year-old Johnny Edwards, shot and killed Nancy inside of his apartment, then called police and waited for officers to arrive and arrest him. As officers arrived to the scene, they immediately made contact with Edwards and placed him in the back of the patrol car. Although the investigation is still in its preliminary stages, police believe Edwards had mental health issues. Although they do not go into detail, news sources reveal that Edwards has an extensive criminal history. It is unclear whether Nancy was aware of his prior charges. This loss was felt by the entire Northview Homes neighborhood, filled with Nancy's friends and family members, who could be seen the very next day placing flowers and balloons at a memorial outside of her home.
Jessica, when police arrived on scene, Johnny Edwards surrendered himself to them. Police tell me this is not the first time they had been out to this address. They had been out to it in the past on domestic-related incidents. Last night at around 7:15, Albion police officers were called out to West Broadwell Street at Northview Homes. According to police, their suspect, Johnny Edwards, called 911 and confessed he shot his girlfriend.
When the officers arrived, he made contact with them immediately. They placed him under arrest, put him in the back of the patrol car.
Police found 50-year-old Nancy Caldwell dead upstairs on the bed.
I feel so sad and emotional. I never thought this would never happen to my sister.
When police located her body,
The officers and the paramedics that arrived attempted to resuscitate her, but they could not do that. So
this loss felt by an entire neighborhood filled with Caldwell's friends and family members.
She wasn't no bad person. She was a good person. And like I said, we all wondering, what happened? Why did this happen to her?
Court records show Edwards has a criminal history. He was charged with domestic violence on March 6 and due in court April. Derek Caldwell, Nancy's older brother, feeling the pain of this loss, tells me she put a smile on everyone's face.
And she's a funny girl. I'm going to miss her. That's the most I'm going to miss about her. She keep you laughing.
They grew up together in this house right across the street. Ralph Parker, Nancy's neighbor, says she was a loving mother.
She's a good mother. She was a good person, period, man. Hate this happening.
Family members grieving together, placing flowers at a memorial outside her home.
We're going to try to keep strong. I got a strong family.
51-year-old Johnny Edwards is being held at the Calhoun County Jail without bond and has been charged with domestic violence, open murder, felony firearm, and firearm possession by a felon. Open murder includes first-degree murder, second-degree murder, and manslaughter. If convicted of the most serious charge, Edwards could face life in prison without the possibility of parole. He is scheduled to reappear in court on April 4th. A preliminary exam where a judge will determine if there is probable cause Edwards committed the crime is scheduled for April 17th. The motive for the murder is still unknown, and the case remains ongoing.